Hello, hello, hello. I am getting things together here. Hope everybody's having a good one. Whoops. Behind as always, you know how it goes. I don't even know. My books are so mixed up now. I don't even know if all this is this week's or some stuff might be from weeks past. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get things semi-organized and then we'll get going. Just got back from Steel City Comic Con. Did that. It was pretty fun. It's a lot of work, but it was pretty fun. Oh yeah, some of this is old for sure. That's right. 5? No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know anymore.
I almost fell over. First, you want to show a pin?
I can. Which I actually already posted on Instagram, but
I think Gabehart's already seen them. Oh, Wolverine hasn't though, maybe.
Got he likes that big old chocolate milk thing. Yeah, we got some stuff to open up as well today. Alright. So let's see, indie books on the bottom, and then DC books, and Star Wars books, and then Marvel books. Okay, here's the stack for today. Pretty big.
Oh, I think we definitely want to look at this stuff today. The new stuff?
Yeah. We got a little bit of a haul that I got from Steel City.
Hey, Mark, turn on your light. Add the ambiance, even though I block a lot of it.
There we go. We got some lights, and it's still not the final stages of that going on back there either.
We're working on
I got some ideas, but I haven't had time to mess around with it really. Okay, so if you haven't checked out, I just made a post on Instagram today. I got a new set of pins in by Nua. That is the Luna Snow. Hella. She's like super intricate. Oh.
I was just going to show yours first and mine.
Oh, well, whatever. This one's for Chris. Got Squirrel Girl.
This was the Patreon exclusive, was it?
This one was.
Yeah.
And then Wonder Woman classic looking. This and then the last one, not part of the same set, but we got a Hex Girl. Just pretty fun. This is an older one that I'd seen before, and she had restocked it. Now, granted, I made this purchase months ago. It's been a while. Because some of them were the new ones. So like even though that one was a restock, this is all these were new. So it takes a while to get things made and whatever, which is fine. But I just say that because like I posted that, and then somebody messaged me like, where can I get those? And I was like, I don't know if they're in stock anymore. And I looked, and I was like, nah, they're not in stock. You could, follow her, give her her website and Instagram and everything's made by Nua.
Up here.
But I can't guarantee what's gonna be in stock. Stuff might come back in stock later. But
You want to start off with opening the figures.
Well, no, don't start with those. You gotta start with.
When I start with the little ones, okay.
Yeah.
I'll pull a random one out then. Dr. Evazan.
So yeah, I got a bunch of figures from this one dude. Had a bunch of cheap figures. They were like all $10 each basically.
Knife. Oh, there's my Spiderman knife.
So yeah, there was just some that I couldn't pass up for $10. So there's Dr. Evazan.
Oh, did you see that Instagram reel, Marco?
Oh.
I sent you? Someone else had the Spider-Man knife.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? I don't know. Also, one more thing I wanted to show is so we started playing D&D. We did one session. We're supposed to do a session this Monday, but if you're not in Louisville, you might not know. Well, or in a surrounding area because it was big.
Yeah, there were areas that got hit worse than us.
Yeah.
Like I had it bad, but it wasn't that bad.
I mean, some parts of Louisville was pretty bad.
Yeah, there were areas that got hit worse than me, even here in town.
But anyway, it was a big storm that came through over the weekend. So, which again, it wasn't nothing crazy here, but a lot of water cleanup and stuff like that, and I was actually in Steel City working that con, and then so I came back and I was pretty tired too, and it was just like we just called it off for this week. But anyway, getting back into D&D, I wanted to get both some good dice, which I got, but then I was like, I want a good case, and I wanted that's the thing. When I was at Steel City, I saw a dice tray, I guess is what it's called. It was like a leather, one of those leather booths,
Yeah.
And it was like a nice one, but it was, it was like $40-$50 or whatever. I was like, I don't want to pay that much for a dice tray. And then I was thinking, I was like, actually, I'd like a dice tray that is a case as well. And so I found me one. I'll show you the dice though real quick. They're pretty fun. I don't know how well this will come across camera. If I can get it in focus. Come on. You're showing the pins real well. So it's got this little ball in the middle of each of them that kind of spins. I don't know how well you can see it. But they're pretty fun. I don't know if a different one will be more visible or not. Oh, you know what? It's got a weird four-sided die. I've never seen one like this. So, is that like a little bottom piece with, nothing's on them. But, so yeah, they all got a little ball inside of them. But yeah, so like I said, it's a case that also doubles as a dice tray. It's got a nice magnetic seal, nice and strong. And so, I got that ready for the next session. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta delay some D&D. It's just part of what it is.
So I went ahead and also opened Ponda Baba
Oh.
because they're a package deal. Well, they weren't a package deal. You bought them separately, but
Yeah, they're pretty. The little ball on the inside is easier to see in person for sure. It started to get. Oh, there we go. There's the secret spot. So there's Dr. Evazan and
he
Ponda
doesn't
Baba.
like you, and his friend doesn't like you either.
Does his arm come off?
I don't know. I didn't try it. You just break him. You just actually break him.
Hey, I bought them. Alright, so we got them two. Put them over here, actually. We gotta put comics down.
Well, I just stood them there
To what?
to show off when you moved out in front of the camera. I'll stand him up. Show that.
Then we got a, so this is the reissue Andor. The original ones, didn't look that good, so they eventually reissued the Rogue One figures. So he's got a better looking head sculpt. It's one of those things, it's like I didn't really want to buy him again just for a head swap, but for $10 I was like, alright.
Buy him again. We never bought him the first time.
So these, usually I put the red books in order, but I don't know, I was running behind. So we have Storm 7. That's the A cover there. This is the salvage variant. And I can't remember. It's not on the first page. I don't know. Another Storm variant. And then we have the Malavia variant for the new Amazing Spider-Man. Always got to get me a good black cat cover. We got Wolverine, which was this last week or this week? This is last week.
Yeah.
Like I said, some stuff might have got mixed around. I don't know. We got Ghost Spider. Oh, I'm like, where's the number? Right there. 12. I've really been liking this style that Mark Brooks has been doing.
You almost said Mark Spears.
No, I almost said Mark's Brook. But yeah, really been enjoying that. We got Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 5. This is the Malieve variant. This is probably my favorite cover of the week. There were some very solid contenders, but I love X-23 and I love Malieve, so you know what you gonna do? I'll show this one too to go with that. I think this is maybe Pacelli or someone. I don't know. It's a pretty fun one. Alright, and then so we got Andor. He's got like the adjustable, buildable rifle gun thingy. What's next?
Captain Cassian Andor.
Andor again.
Well, he wasn't a captain yet, I guess.
But this is the Aldani mission. It's a nice little disguise one. We got Incredible Hulk 24. This is the Capcom variant. You can hit the shop tomorrow. Cool. We'll be there. We got Doctor Strange of Asgard 2. This one I did read. This is the Godtel variant. Enjoying this series. The art in it is a little...
It's fine.
It's like at certain points, faces get really weird. But sometimes it's like... It's fine, but I don't know. It's just sometimes... I don't know. It's got almost a little bit of... what's that one dude we don't like with the shading? Brian Hitch. It's got a little bit of that like super heavy shading that kind of throws me off a little bit, but I'm enjoying the series and curious to see how this all... There's a murder mystery resolved, but then also Strange needs to get Asgard magic so he can...
Strange always trying to solve murders.
He wasn't trying to, but yeah, he needs to do that so he can try to fight Doctor Doom. Do they make a Mayhew in the disguise?
I don't know. A lot of the Andor figures I didn't know existed until I saw them one day.
Yeah, if they make a Mayhew, he'd be fun to get for sure. Another one we got here is a Ferrex Imperial Officer.
This is the guy that gets hit by a brick, ain't it?
He should come with a brick. That'd be so good. Up next, another book that I did read. We have Uncanny X-Men 13. Again, this is the Capcom variant. So last issue was a Gambit-focused story, and this one is a halfway Gambit-focused story.
Yeah. It's similar to how, like, Rogue was narrating before.
Yeah. Which I don't know if he's just kind of taking over that position for a while.
I mean, it's possible. It's
not
Rogue in the X-Men, you know. Even though she is the leader.
Yeah. But yeah, this was enjoyable. So did we see this guy beforehand?
Yes. Marco, he was in the first
Yeah.
issue of Uncanny X-Men.
I don't remember that part.
They fought a dragon.
For why?
I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't the first issue. I remember they fought a
Well,
dragon.
no, in the little notes or whatever, it said issue 1.
Did it?
I just don't remember what they were doing and what it was about.
They were in South America. Argentina, I believe.
The literally all I can remember is the craziness of this like X-Manhunt thing. And then it was like, what was happening before that? They were getting chased by like a demon lady at one point. And that's all I remember. I don't know. Anyway, I also picked up. I feel like it's been a while since I got a David Mack cover.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So it was good to. And this one's pretty fun too. I like this one. I like the design elements of it. Oh yeah, and then we also got the Vecchio variant. I like this this kid. What's his name? Death Dream.
Yeah, Death Dream.
Okay. And I like that Vecchio set. That's ever expanding at this point.
Mm-hmm. Here's the Imperial Officer.
Dun, 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 dun. What you doing over there? Got one more?
One more.
I don't remember who it is.
Another Andor figure. Not Andor, my bad. He will be an Andor figure, I believe.
What does that mean? Oh. Is he gonna be?
I thought he shows up for like a minute. I could see him making a cameo.
Maybe. I don't know if he is or not. I don't think I've heard anything about it. Hey, what's up, Paul? So yeah, we got Galen Erso. Again, he was like $10. Didn't get around to reading this one. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get around to reading this week, but we got Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe one last time. Picked up the Dan Panosian variant. You read anything this week?
Yeah, I read on Kinney.
That it?
Baby.
This is an old one, I think. This is X-Force 9. This is,
2 weeks old, I think.
Is this Noto? Who is this?
I believe that's Noto.
I'm looking for his giant signature. I don't know. I think it's Noto, but he usually has like a huge signature. I don't see it. Anyway, that's actually it for Marvel stuff. We got Star Wars, starting with a #1 facsimile. Got the foil. I'm a lot upset that they didn't release a blank. It's I would have bought at least 10 blanks. No lie. Because for those that don't know, I mean, I like blank covers. I like to get sketch covers done and stuff like that. I'm a huge Star Wars guy. But the last regular Star Wars blank they made was in 2015. And it's pretty hard to find. They're like $20-30 now. We heard from T. He was I saw him like right before going to Steel City. But yeah, I mean, like just a regular Star Wars title, because like if you go to cons and you look through the blank covers that people have, they'll have Han Solo and Chewbacca or Lando or whatever, some random names or whatever on there. It's like, well, I don't want covers that just say that. I want it to say Star Wars, so I can put whoever I want. And
a classic cover would be very fun to have, like Green Darth Vader or Buff Luke.
I don't even think it matters. I think again
in shortly, unless you restart it in your streaming software.
It says I have internet.
You see that text from Shay about the Paul?
Yeah. Connect streaming software. Open widget. What does this do? Can y'all still hear me? I'm confused on whether this is working or not. Don't say nothing about my internet access not working.
Waffles.
The audio's cutting in and out. Is it pretty unwatchable, or? Oh, we went back to excellent connection. How we doing now? Is that fixed itself? It was just being stupid for a minute, I guess. We'll give it a second. Something wrong? Let me pull it up on my phone. What? Okay. I think it's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's working.
Maybe try
Yeah.
to refresh your stream. Let me type that in. Is anybody able to hear me okay? Because I just pulled the stream up on my phone. It was working fine. But when I had to... I clicked on the stream, and then it was like the stream was over. And then I went to my page, and it was like, I'm live. So I clicked on that, and then that worked. Working good for you now? Okay. Anyway, I want a Star Wars blank. Is that too much to ask for? Did we show him off?
No, Dr. Galen Urso. I think he's a doctor. He's got to be a doctor.
I don't...
If this guy can be Dr. Evazan, he can be Dr. Galen Urso.
Derry B. Alright. Oh, no. Not again.
Just like the movie.
We got Hyperspace Stories, Bad Batch Ghost Agents 2. It's the A cover with one of my favorite characters, Embo.
Marco, you know what that Echo on that cover? Oh, wait, no, Echo's not in that team. Huh, weird. They need a fives instead.
And then we got the Crosshair one. Oh, hold on, you gotta... First of all, your joke didn't even work or
No,
make any
it didn't.
sense. So, though I bought some cheap figures from one guy. Bought 6 cheap figures off him. And then there was another guy that I was looking at. He had some nice stuff. He had a bunch of nice complete Build-A-Figures. Like, he had, like, I don't know. I mean, it had to be at least 50 complete Build-A-Figures all standing up on a table. And just a bunch of other nice figures and stuff. And so this one I've been hunting down for a long time. It was expensive, but I did end up getting a pretty good price on it. Unless they re-release this sometime soon, then it won't be a good price. But this is my favorite Clone Trooper. Probably my favorite Star Wars character. And they had to, of course, make him a Walmart exclusive. And not even just that. Just like the hardest Walmart exclusive to get. Because like those other ones, like the Ahsoka, now I know they re-released it. But even then, like, it was easier to get them.
Yeah.
I think we even saw those in stores at one point. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, they held good value until they got re-released, but yeah, this one you never ever see fives anywhere. So here he is. Paid more than I wanted to, but it was one of those things. I think he was very reasonable and gave me a good deal. So.
You ever think we were gonna get these 3, Marco, 5, Echo, and Jesse, in their ARC Trooper outfits before we got them in Hot Toys?
I mean, they released a long time ago at this point.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Anyway, up next we got Jedi Knights 2 as the A cover. And then we got the Torrin Clark variant, where he's doing all these little lightsaber covers. I don't know what to call them. How much? So he had 75 on this one, and there was another figure we'll show you here in a minute that he had 50 on. And so I saw both of them, and I really just wanted him, but the other one is one I've been wanting, but again, it was another Walmart exclusive and pretty hard to find. And so I was like, he might not. My logic, before asking, I was like, he might not give me a deal if I just ask on that one. But I was like, if I ask for both, he probably will give me a deal. In which it was already a reasonable price. He had 75 on it. I mean, honestly, some of them, it kind of wavers, but I mean, there's recent sales of him of up to $100. So, 75 was very fair already. But again, I did not want to spend that much. Like, it irritates me because there's no reason other than the fact that whoever's in charge of Black Series hates Clone Wars and always puts all the good stuff as near impossible to get exclusives. And by all the good stuff, I mean pretty much any Clone Wars figures they put out. Here he is. Does he have him?
Yes.
Okay.
All the ARC troopers do.
Okay. But, come on. But anyway, so he had 75 on this one, 50 on the next one. And then I was like, what can you do if I grab both these? And he took 15 off. So, and the other one, $50, very fair price for that. Near impossible to get. You mean Pokemon? I mean, it's about the same for real. You'd have better luck. You probably have better luck finding a Pokemon card than ever finding a fives, to tell you the truth. But
It'd just be expensive.
no, I mean like when he was like.
No, I'm saying the Pokemon card will just be expensive.
No.
I was talking about when he was released.
Your luck trying to find a fives at a Walmart versus your luck trying to find a pack of Pokemon cards wherever.
Yeah, because the Pokemon cards hit the Walmarts.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. I think a lot of stores probably didn't even get these,
Our area, for whatever reason, is bad at Walmart distributions and Walgreens distributions.
I feel like Walgreens doesn't really get nothing anymore.
No, they don't really get anything anymore.
They used to get a ton of stuff.
It might be because their distribution sucked.
It might be because they're really poor.
Yeah.
They hit the Walmarts. Pokemon or Fives? You don't even know who Fives is. Moving on to further Marvel adjacent, we have Alien Paradiso 5. I need to get caught up on this one. Pretty gruesome cover A, though. And then the B cover. Fun little slot machine cover. And this is the other figure I got. So this is the Walmart exclusive vintage card Venom. I don't mind this one being an exclusive too much. They have a lot of Venoms out.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if this was a regular release, it would have sold like crazy.
Oh, yeah. Any Venom, anything will sell.
Yeah, but this is a solid. I mean, and here's the thing. We have the Wing Venom. I love the Wing Venom. But
this is also a really good Venom.
the tongue one there, that might be the best Venom head sculpt that's ever been released. It is very, very nice. And the smiling one's fun, too.
Yeah, the smiling head is a very good
McFarlane head. Yeah, I mean it's probably the best McFarlane head that's ever come out. Now, granted, I'm not super big on McFarlane stuff.
I'm not even that big on his design of Venom.
Yeah, but I mean that is a solid head, and I'm always.
Oh my God! Why can't I think of the name of the artist that I like his Venom?
I'm always gonna lean.
He's the Lethal Protector guy.
Sam De La Rosa.
Yeah, Sam De La Rosa.
Yeah, and I will say
my brain always wants to say Zach De La Roca.
The eyes are
right.
The eyes are not quite how I like them.
I like this one's eyes a lot.
It doesn't have the little hook right here.
It's on the back.
Yeah. I like eyes like that for Venom. Those are my favorite. But they're fine. And like it's the mouth and like the tongue
I kind
that
of
are
wish he had
so
more
nice
teeth
looking.
on the tongue, because he has a lot of teeth on the.
Well, yeah, but these, I mean, I don't think these are meant to be him with his tongue out or in. I don't know.
No, but even on the Zacto
To me,
logo with his tongue out, he's got more teeth.
With the what?
Oh my god, is that Sam De La Rosa?
I just feel like these are supposed to be two very different styles. I don't know.
Yeah, the eyes are completely different.
Yeah. So, like, that doesn't bug me that much. Because it's just like... Because it's also like, we've done a bunch of good Venoms already. What can we do? Here's another Venom, and here's some two different style heads to it. That's how I took it anyway. And they're very solid. Is this a new body for Venom? He looks meatier.
I'd have to open it up and look at it.
Yeah, it's a very nice Venom. And I could have lived without it. But knowing that it helped me get a cheap fives is like, yeah.
My favorite Venom.
Moving on to DC. We got Birds of Prey issue 20. This is the Rion Gonzalez variant. Always love me some Rion Gonzalez. We have Fire and Ice issue number 1. Terry Dodson on the cover A. Did we just get cover A? Oh no.
No, we got more in there somewhere.
I thought I had stuff together, but apparently
Oh
not.
my god, this might.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone else in this body.
I think it's new, but I'm not positive. We got the David Nakayama color bleed variant. And we got the Jeff DeCall, another cover that is one of my favorites this week. Love me some Jeff DeCall.
I have one issue with him. He can't really, like, look up.
Yeah. Yeah, his neck could be a bit better. But also, I feel like if anything, Venom's usually looking down because he's pretty big.
Oh my god, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's crouching too.
Yeah, so I feel
He's
like
got the thickest thighs that I've
yeah,
seen.
that's the part that I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen these before.
And those are definitely like custom forearms for him. Look at those.
Yeah, they got the webbing on them. They're pretty nice.
No webbing. Those are veins.
Well, I meant to say symbiote gloop or whatever, but I just said webbing. I don't know. So that's a fun little detail.
Thunder thighs.
Yeah, that's what. Because I wanted to almost say, like, you know, just take the same old Venom body and give him some new heads, but I was like, I don't know, those don't look the same to me. He's got
I'd have to go through my different Venoms.
he's got some injections in there. Got the Venom veins, yeah. What's his other hands? Just fist?
Yeah.
Man, I wish they had a grabby hand.
He kind of does.
Not for the sword.
Oh, the sword.
Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty dang sweet. And that's all I picked up at
I thought
Steel
you meant
City.
for, like, people's heads.
No, you can definitely grab somebody's face. Get over here. Yeah.
I don't like you. My friend doesn't like you either.
Venom's your favorite? Gee, I wonder why.
Because I haven't opened the other figures yet. You know what? Keeping in the spirit of Venom, I know exactly what the next thing we should open is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. So this is Agent Venom on the new retro card Spidey
Played by
wave.
Nathan Fillion right there, as you can see.
Continuing on with comics, we got Poison Ivy 32. Still crazy to think with that far on. We all thought this was going to be a 5-part series. Because who would have thought they would have gave my girl 32 issues? This is, I forget his first name. Kyung Yum? Or Yom, maybe? Something like that. Very nice cover. We have a very dark Sway, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. He's got another one coming out that's pretty dark, don't he?
I don't recall.
You showed it to me and you're like, this doesn't really look like Sway.
I vaguely remember that conversation, but I can't remember the cover.
Yeah.
I don't remember. We got Absolute Batman 7. Who's this? This is Sinkovich. I just see it now. Of course.
You know that Sinkovich by looking at it?
He's kind of out of my mind because he hasn't done a cover in a while.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I haven't read that one. I haven't read most of this week's stuff. Absolute Batman 6. This is... what's this? Chew? Huh. I can see it now in the textures, but not used to him drawing a guy. Didn't know he knew how. And then we got...
that looks awful.
Yeah? We got Absolute Green Lantern 1. This one's from Juliet NECA. Pretty cool cover. The one I wanted ended up being the one in 25, the Martin Simmons. So, I had to pick something else. That's it for DC. Do you read Absolute Green Lantern yet?
No.
I feel like this is an older book. I don't know. Who knows at this point? Hello Darkness 9. This is the Del Mundo variant. Pretty fun one. You remember cassettes? How much they sucked. Just be listening to a cassette and then it decided it wanted to implode on itself.
Marco, wait till they have the same nostalgia as records.
No, but here's the thing though. Records are nice. Cassettes suck.
You know what else is really nice, Marco?
Oh, what?
This Agent Venom. He's really good looking.
Yeah, the old Agent Venom was pretty good, and mainly the only issue is for whatever reason they gave him ball joint legs, which are super ugly. However, they were he had like a much bigger belt, so they were kind of hidden under that, but you still also deal with, so it's ugly, but then also they just work terribly. So this is a less bulky Venom, or Agent Venom rather. Which is also kind of fun because it's like doesn't completely invalidate the old one either. Because if you like the bulky look, then you probably will like that one better. What's the other head on this one?
Nathan
Oh,
Fillion.
that's right. I forgot. I couldn't remember if he had different Venom eyes or whatever. But it's just the human head.
If you had a smaller Venom head, like a regular Venom head, you could totally put that on him. You know?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, pretty solid figure. Agent Venom and Venom versus a bunch of Andors and Fives.
Fives wins.
Yeah. Alright, moving on. We got Terminator 6. This is the Alex Ross variant. Super fun. And we have Cruel Kingdom 4. I believe this is the A cover. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at that guy.
Angel.
Yeah, we got Legends Angel, which we've had him actually like for a long time now. He's just been hiding.
Yeah.
We put him under something, and then it was like, oh, look who we found over here. So, I got The Moon is Following as 8. That is the B cover, Daniel Warren Johnson. We have Transformers 19. Finally, another book that I read. This one was pretty good. This one has art from Ludo Lulabi. and it's very interesting. So Daniel Warren Johnson was doing the art for the first 5 or 6 issues or whatever, and then Jorge Corona took over, and I'm pretty familiar with Jorge Corona's work.
Oh, Vince.
There's quite a few books.
In saving him, you killed others.
Quite a few books that I've really enjoyed with him doing the interior work on. Actually, my favorite book of all time is done by him. But
What's your favorite book of all time?
The Me You Love in the Dark. What I really thought was cool about Jorge Corona taking over the title was he does an incredible job, which his style was already similar in ways to Daniel Warren Johnson, but he does a great job of like really emulating Daniel Warren Johnson, and it's a fairly seamless transition. I will say Daniel Warren Johnson has a little bit more energy and momentum, maybe, in his artwork. But still, it's been very nice having Jorge Corona on it. Funnily enough, this artist I'm not familiar with, but feels like they're emulating more regular Jorge Corona art. So this looks almost like what I would have expected the transition to look like based on Jorge Corona's art, without it fully going into trying to emulate Daniel Warren Johnson. So this person, to me, doesn't look like they're trying to imitate Daniel Warren Johnson, more so just Jorge Corona, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, pretty fun story. I think ties into Void Rivals, but I have not read Void Rivals, so I don't know. But there's a weird character in here that looks very Void Rival-y to me. So it was pretty cool. Got some backstory, and it was like just all backstory. I think maybe a few panels of like modern time Megatron, maybe. But it was pretty cool.
Engine. I put him in the Brian Hitch pose.
Yeah, you did. Got a stiff knee.
He's got this other head that has a different mask that's ugly.
Yeah. His smile's a bit much on this one, too.
I don't mind the smile. I actually like the smile. I just don't like those little weird things on his cheeks and the little thing down his nose.
Yeah, for me, I don't mind the cheek ones too much. The nose is ugly. But anyway, his wings are pretty sweet and intricate, and they can fold up and look very nice folded. Boo.
He needs a flight stand stat.
Up next, we have Hyde Street, issue 5. So this book has been told in the most unorthodox way. I really like it. So Hyde Street came out, and I don't remember exactly the order. There was a book called Devour, Tales from Hyde Street, and I feel like that was like after issue 1 or maybe 2 or something. And it had a story with whatever her name is, something Goodbody.
It says it on the front.
Glee, yeah. Glee Goodbody. And although I wouldn't call her the main character of the story, she was... It's so weird. They're not really villains. Because, again, if you don't know about Hyde Street, there's all these people that have to... Their souls are damned, but they can redeem it by damning the souls of thousands of others. So they're on this Hyde Street, and they have to trick them or just push people into these vices or whatever. And so, again, she's not really the villain of the story. I I guess a lot of times the villain is kind of themselves, always, whoever the story's about. Because this one's actually about her and her backstory. And so I don't know why that one wouldn't have just been part of the regular run. I don't know. It's all over the place, but it's good stuff. I've really been enjoying Hyde Street. It's dark. It's strange. Like I said, very unorthodox, and I actually have no clue where this story is going at all. But it's not a bad thing. It's just strange, and I've never really read a comic like this where
Shot Venom dead.
good. But it almost feels like it doesn't know where it's going. It feels like someone thought of this big, huge universe with all these characters, and they were just on the spot, and someone was like, "Tell me about your universe," and it's like, well, there's this one guy, and he does this one, and blah blah blah, and there's this other person, blah, blah, blah. And there's no real main character. There was someone who feels like they might be a main character, but they've also aren't in some issues. They are barely in other issues, but have the best guess because that's Mr. X-Ray. But then also, arguably, I mean, the kid could maybe be the main character. It is a wild ride and very impressive that it works. Like, it feels like it shouldn't work, but the stories are so interesting that it does. It's like, I don't care that I don't know where the hell we're going. It's a fun ride, you know? Anyway, I feel like I say the same stuff about Hyde Street every time, but...
Fives again!
Hey!
I forgot we had him.
Yeah, we got the, they made a pop of him. Exact same Arc Trooper and everything. My boy! We got Red Sonja Attacks Mars, issue 1.
Oh, I ain't never
This
opened
is
this
a
up.
cover? Yeah. A cover by Linsner. Comes with a little trading card.
I want the trading card.
Yeah.
Oreo, you're a sweetheart. You're a little sweetheart. She's a little baby.
Is she, though?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, there's the book. What's the interiors look like? Ads.
That's honestly a Dynamite book for you.
Ads. Oh no, I
Oh
think
my
the book's
God.
just over.
Oreo, did you just fart?
Just multiple pages of the book being over. That's what that was. The interior's fine.
Yeah.
That panel looks questionable.
I mean...
Alright, anyway. Trading card.
Say anything fun on the back?
Collect all 12. How much for all the mads? I think it's $4.99. Yeah. Take it. Alright. Up next we got Geiger.
And a G.I. Joel.
Commander Cole. Bruh. This is the vintage card one. What is that? Oh, it's his holster. It's very weird looking. Looks
Yeah,
like
I mean, it's a very weird holster. It goes on his back.
it looks like a weird device.
Kinda is.
We got Geiger 13. This is the A cover.
This is
Pretty
my
funny.
second Commander Cobra.
You get caught up on
Or
that.
Cobra
And that's
Commander.
it for the new books. I got a couple of little random pickups. I forgot who this was.
Well, that's the Phoenix.
Oh, I remember now. We got new X-Men 134. This is first appearance of Kid Omega. It's a nice little minor key. Nothing crazy, but fun one to pick up. And then Invisible Woman 1. And the cover is done by Adam Hughes. So, very, very nice. And now I'm going to get the FOC set up. Oh. Got it down here. Okay.
Blood and thunder.
Yeah.
That honestly looks kind of cool.
Come on.
Come on. A knife?
Andor's ready for season 2.
Is that a vibro knife you have there, Cassian? No. Just a regular knife.
Jink.
I'm gonna stab the Emperor.
Yeah, the water's under control. It's all good. All nice and dry down here.
Hand me the knife.
No. Never.
He's got my knife!
Oi.
Not even open 2 minutes and he's been mugged.
He's got a very, very shiny face.
That is such a good chrome for a figure.
If you look closely, you can see yourself in it. You see? Right there, he says. Yeah, that is a very weird way to put your gun on.
It's just what he's always had. He's got a weird gun. Looks like a hairdryer.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a Jawa pistol.
Yeah, a little bit,
The
yeah.
little one, you know?
Yeah. He's got a bunch of different hands.
Alright, FOC time. Alright, so Chris spoiled it. We got Blood and Thunder. I'm not familiar with the writer. Although it does have Kirkman here. It doesn't have any information. Hold up, let's see. Wait. In partnership with visionary creator Robert Kirkman. What does that mean? Yeah, I have no idea what any of that means. Okay, so she's a bounty hunter named Blood, and her talking gun is named Thunder. They didn't put commas in here like they're supposed to properly indicate that is the name, but you know, I figured it out with context clues. Yeah, that's the A cover. Here's the B cover. I got a blank. Do you want one?
I'll think about it. If I want one, I'll probably want the B. I like the B better.
Well, let me know. We got
Yeah.
Free Planet, another new book. And again, another blank. Bunch of stuff we don't get. Oh, wait, here we go. Moon is following us.
That unicorn's pretty dead.
Yeah, he's not looking so good. Free Planet looks like the Planet of the Apes titles.
I forgot Marvel made some Planet of the Apes. They just didn't do good.
Yeah, it does.
Remember?
Vaguely. That one's pretty fun. It's got like a weird Lion King vibe to it.
Yeah.
I need to switch back to this. Moon. What number was that? 9. B. Alrighty. What the hell's my mouse doing? Nothing there. DC. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that. Probably interested in seeing what the spokes looks like. There's a to be determined. But anyway, here's the A cover for Green Lantern. And here's the B cover. So, we shall see, I guess. Same with Superman, probably. Well, there's a Panosian and a Lyric, so both of those could be good. Let's keep those open. I guess I'll open up that to be determined. Pretty cool cover.
Yeah.
Do. Oh yeah, gotta get the Rian Gonzalez variant.
That's fun.
Yeah, so that's Birds of Prey 21C. Alrighty.
No, Marco. I just sounded like Watto.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were trying to do.
No. I was just trying to make a silly voice. Why do all my silly voices have to sound like someone?
Oh, this is this way. No, it's not dark. It's too light. Like, again, I wouldn't imagine that sway off first glance, but
Is that his signature right next to it? Yep. Yeah. You said there might be the possibility that, even though I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Sway, there's the possibility it was under the wrong name.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think you'd look at this. I don't know. I don't think you should see this and be like, oh yeah, that's Sway.
I think what gives it away for me is the eye.
Then we got another Eom. So we'll get some Ivy. Let's see what else we got. Nothing. All right, on to Marvel. pretty cool one.
Yeah.
God, this book is staying at $7 on issue 2. Must be a pretty big book. The Jed MacKay Strange Omnibus is $100. Death 1 through 5. Death Spiderman, Strange 1 through 10. And then Doctor Strange 1 through 18. Is that worth $100? It feels like a lot. 24 issues, right? No, I missed 10. 34 issues. Yeah. So what are we? It's like $3 a book. I guess that's still cheaper than buying them individually at full retail. Now, granted, I bring this up because all of this is great. I highly recommend reading all of this. Especially Strange 1 through 10 is my favorite of all of it. But, I mean, it's all good. Death of Doctor Strange has probably some of my favorite designed villains in a long, long time. I mean, they're super cool. But yeah, I'm sure you have it. But just for anybody else,
and the first villains that the Avengers in their current run.
I like these better though.
No, I'm just saying they both have very unique designs.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, these just lean into the horror so much, which it fits so good with Doctor Strange. The character writing's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this would be a tough sell at the shop.
For
as
sure.
We love this. I wish it was pieced out. It'd be an easier sell.
Yeah. Strange is where Clea takes over as Sorcerer Supreme. Well, she's double dutying Sorcerer Supreme because she's Sorcerer Supreme of Earth and what's it called?
In her dimension is
Dark Dimension.
Yeah.
I really wanted to say Limbo, and I'm like, that's magic. But anyway, so yeah, she's a double Sorcerer Supreme pissed off widow. And it is a fantastic series. And then Doctor Strange.
Moon Knight in one of the issues, and they're like buddy.
Doctor Strange is very, very good. I don't think it quite reaches the highs of Strange, but it gets pretty damn close. Anyway, Doctor Strange.
Ooh, he's got a fun axe.
Yes, he gets that in this issue, which is pretty fun. Ooh, Sif cover that's a homage to Surfer 4.
That's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. Anything else?
Oh,
No.
the Deadpool kills.
What about it?
Oh, it's a second printing.
Yeah, it's the same cover.
I didn't remember.
It's the Wolverine 88 homage. It was the foil. You don't remember that one?
No.
Alright, Strange. It was Yarden, right? Yeah, 3 Yarden. Okay, Doom Academy. We got the Villalobos on A. And the Ron Lim, I don't know. The Wu Chul Lee. Yannick Paquette. Why is she judging me so hard? And that's it. Okay, so we'll hold out for the Ron Lim, but definitely get the And then we got a new Gwenpool series that I'm very excited for. Again, pretty brutal cover A.
Yeah.
It's rated T+.
Guest starring Fing Fang Foom and Jeff the Land Shark.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is such lovely news. This is the A cover, which is pretty solid. But then we have the Greg Land cover, which is also pretty solid. Then we got the Gurahiru variant, which it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little Jeff there.
Mm-hmm.
And then fun that she's ripping up the cover, and I mean I love Gurahiru, so and I love the little Gwen. We have the Jiang Li
Oh,
variant.
that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, this is great cover.
That's the first time probably I've seen her eye things like as see-through.
Yeah. I think it's fun.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's bad. It's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah. It's Jiang Li. You gonna tell him he's doing something wrong? This is the promo from Paco Medina. And then we have the Todd Knock, which I think is pretty solid.
That shark missile's almost like a Jeff Marco.
Well, this is actually from the... I don't remember if it's Unbelievable Gwenpool.
Yeah, I know what it's from. I'm just...
Well, yeah, I mean, you got some people saying it's like, oh, that's Jeff. And it's like, no, that predates Jeff. I can't remember if it's a different... That might have still been Kelly Thompson. I can't remember if she was writing Gwenpool or not. But regardless.
I mean, isn't it that cover that she's ripping up right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Where she's like on a bike and she has a missile on her arm?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Is Gwenpool number 1?
No.
Oh, there was a Gwenpool number 1.
It's not that one. It's... Just do Key Collector.
No, that one she has a minigun on her bike. That's what that is.
Okay. So yeah, that's the one she's ripping up, and this is Unbelievable Gwenpool. Gwenpool Strikes Back, I'm pretty sure that's it. No? What was the variant? No, that's that one I'm thinking of. Which one?
Oh, look at that shark backpack. It's so
Yeah.
good. That's 100% a Jeff.
Yeah, that's a Jeff.
Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that a Jeff too?
Where?
On that one right at the bottom?
This?
No, that's a bunny.
Okay, I don't know where you're seeing it, but
The lighting made that bunny look like bluish, like Jeff can be sometimes.
I don't know if I have this one. This one was a bit of a bummer because it was 4 issues by Terry Dodson, and then the 5th one inexplicably wasn't. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's mainly just a lot of variants on the cover A. What Gwenpool?
Is she like holding a rocket launcher? Yeah, I know. I feel like I've seen one before.
Are we going crazy?
There's this one, but it's not quite the same.
No. I have no idea. Sub 25 Perez. We'll go back to the FOC. I don't know. Anyway,
Perhaps it was just interior art?
I have no clue at this point. I don't know. I feel so lost. Okay, Gwenpool. So, okay, I'm already down for the league. Go to Hito and land. That's I'm kind of tempted by the knock, but I think I'm good.
Statue with that rocket launcher.
It says unbelievable. Hold on.
Going back in.
Oh wait, I didn't look at the variants for 0. What the hell did I just click on?
Bad gateway.
What happened? I looked through all the variants on there. I don't know. We're trying to find a Gwenpool cover with her holding a rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher has a shark on it, like painted on it. Now look at this already. I know I've seen it before, but I can't find it.
We know it exists. We just saw a statue of it. Not it. We know it exists. It is out there.
It's a fun one.
When looking for the rocket launcher, I saw that top one there with the rocket launcher as a big cosplay rocket launcher. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was massive. Oh, there it is.
That's not the cover I feel like I was thinking about.
But that is the cover that I just showed you.
Yeah. Maybe that is, but I'm...
Mixing up covers?
Yeah, I don't know. Back to FOC. Alright, we got
that
Wolverine.
Timeless looks so good.
We're not there yet. We got Wolverine. Here's the A cover. Wolverine versus Hell Hulk. And we got the Chris Campana variant.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't like that one as much. So cover A it is. Alright, now we get into Immortal Thor.
Too looks